Welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler on our evolutionary, revolutionary ride. It's all happening now. Now is all the time we ever really have. Now is what we are present in. It is a gift. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I am so thankful for you being here. Thank you for helping me grow my channel. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in, turning on. That's dope as can be. Hold on. So thankful for the growth of my channel and for so thankful for the growth of my channel, for your support. We are almost there, reaching our next milestone of 1,000+ subscribers, where we have our craft live oracle party. If you missed the first one, you can go check out the playlist for the live party, where there are giveaways, cash prizes, let me buy you a drink type of thing. This is a live event where you can come and intermingle with me in every kind of way. I am a living muse here on YouTube land. Excited to be here with you. Either way, all the information will be in the description box below. And if there's anything missing ever from the description box, you can just go to my About Me bio. You can find me on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, the one and only. Right. So our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. And that's where we are, and that's where we're seeing, right? When you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and the well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior and will not unless you give your attention to it. You become more willing to allow others to live as they choose, right? That's nice here. Our varied behavior as the planet's well-being. You are a unique vessel here with your own unique blueprint of expression. And within your own blueprint of expression, it's contributing to everything that exists here creates a certain kind of equilibrium, a certain kind of balancing act that is needed. I will not try to control the uncontrollable. Stop it. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. We want you to reach the place where you are willing, not just willing, but determined. Not just determined, yet eager to let go of the need of control of things that are uncontrollable, like what anybody else is doing. Yeah, you can't control what he, she, you, me, or not you, but me, or anybody other than yourself does, no matter how right you think you are about it all. No matter if only they were to do this, if only they were to, and finding ways, roundabout ways to be manipulative, to try to make it go your way is just that, manipulation. So is it genuine response systems that you're getting from people when you manipulate them to participate or lean towards what you are trying to have them do or want them to do or desire for them to do, right? And all right, so let go of the need of control. Sorry. Let go of the need of control. Let go of the need of control of things that are uncontrollable, like what anybody else is doing. And give your undivided attention to the only thing you can control, which is how you feel in any given circumstance. In other words, we want you to leave this moment saying, I've decided that I'm going to take life as it comes. And I'm going to do the best that I can do in the midst of what I'm doing. So that's like, one way, one energy management solution way to handle certain kind of things that are beyond your leveling of control. Like certain things can happen that you're like, well, right? So, and it's hard to resist the focus of what is not, right? Or what is frustrating or challenging to you and stuff. So, how to shift your vibration? Got to get into the habit, circuitry, habitual behavioral pattern that you are now reprogramming from your deprogramming system. But it's shifting your energy, your thought, your focus on creating the energy that you desire to create for yourself by focusing on what you do want to feel, focusing on what you do want to experience, focusing on how you want to feel, and doing everything you need to do to feel that way. So go to how you want to feel vibration in order to assist you in energy, frequency, vibration in getting there, right? So shift your focus from any kind of chaos, any kind of fudge shit, right? And focus instead more on how you desire to feel and do those things that is going to bring you that desired feeling. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I'll not ask others to become different for me. Maybe that too, and maybe somebody's asking that of you too, because this is, a challenging experience. There's variations of people here on different stages of their life, right? I'll not ask others to become different for me. And it's the same thing, when others are asking that of you, let your vibrational relationship escrow percolate and give it your undivided attention so that you become a vibrational match to it. And then when the law of attraction brings all of it together, there are not any bugs to work out. Do not ask the person who helped you to define what you want to become what you want so that you can have what you want. Instead, use your willpower to focus upon what you want, and then the universe will bring you what you want. Yeah, don't focus on what you don't have, because you're just focusing your energy, frequency, vibration on the lack aspect of certain kind of things. And then you may, I haven't used this in a while on here. And then you only tell the universal energies that are co-conspiring with your energy frequency, right? Because everything is always an open stream of these things. We, from our human conditioning and our intellectualism, we compartmentalize and we decode and we label and we filter through, because so many things are happening simultaneously all at once. And, even though we can be claircognizant of many of it, when it gets to the detailing parts, sometimes, this is how we do. We break things apart in order to better understand them from its piece by piece by piece by piece, right? When I talk about focus and I talk about feelings and all this kind of stuff, I'm telling it to you from an experience of having a very, like, if you've seen any of my other videos and stuff like that, I don't know which video it was, but where I talked about like my own astrological configurations of polarities existing within my whole entire being, right? And how that can be an inner challenge, struggle, composite to get through and, find harmony in and stuff like that. So I just alone, period, like since, young, I I have a very melancholic, pouty disposition. Naturally, I could be just pouty. They'd be like, "What's wrong?" And then you have to snap out. I snap out. I'm like, "Nothing. I don't know. I just pout." Right? So we might have this natural disposition to be a certain kind of melancholic or cynical, kind of, pessimistic type of energy too, based off of our own PTSD, our own trauma, our own dramas, our own life experiences and stuff like that. So it's with compassion that I say that, what we focus on, especially if it's a challenge for us to focus on that which we do desire, it's going to take willpower. It's going to take actual deliberate action from you to do that which you must in order to get that which you want. So period. You know what I mean? No excuses. No, but this and this and this, then you want it that way. You want it like this and you want it like that. Because if you didn't want it like this and you didn't want it like that, or whatever the case may be, then you'll be doing everything in your willpower to will it how you want it. Period. Right? So, yeah. So these are good attitude readjustments in our evolutionary for our evolutionary empowerment. I'm sorry. I'm receiving a lot. I'll envision the behavior I desire to inspire. How about you just be the energy that which you desire to see in this world, right? I am the breed of seed of energy exempling that I desire to see in this world. That's why I know it will be, because I am the exempling of that. Every day I'm discipling. Every day I'm discipling. Discipline. Discipling. Spelled the same? I'll envision the behavior I desire to inspire. If we were a parent, are you a parent too? Do you want to be a parent? Will you be a parent? Well, then your evolutionary experience is going to be a gift to your children, who are going to be evolutionary gifts to this world. If we were a parent or anyone wanting to inspire positive behavior from another, we would do our personal vibrational work first. We would align with our source energy by envisioning the outcome we seek and by holding those involved as positive objects of our attention. We would not allow any current unwanted behavior to be the reason for our attention to them, right? So there's a lot of purging, there's a lot of surging, there's a lot of, look at number 47, number 59, 26, you could be 26, 27 years old, you could be 30. So you could also be having like Saturn returns and 47, 59, 1947, 1959, you could be 47 years old. You could born in 1962. You've been born in 1995, 1974, right? Be 34 years old, 23. Doesn't matter the age, but right. So there's a lot of healing energies, right? Healing energies. You might use your hands. You might be into Reiki, energy and stuff like that. And so also too, many healers or people that do healing things take on that role, that archetype of healer. Oh, I am the healer. And I spoke about this in another video too. That might be kryptonite for you, right? Just because you have healing hands, you realize, when I touch people, it feels good, they feel better, or, things like that. But the mismanagement of that idea can really make you sick. It can really deplete you of your energy. It really could cause a lot of major energy disruptions within your whole entire being, especially filtering through systems just because certain kind of things like can take place. Like one of my early on experiences, I'll talk more about this in my evolution log, was my hands, right? I have like these magic hands, right? So as a little girl, it was already known I can massage. So whenever anybody had a headache, can you massage, like, you know, whatever, or my feet or pain and stuff like that. By the time I was like in junior high school, all my friends, massage me, this, that, right? I had no idea. That wasn't part of my career path. That wasn't part of what I was planning to do. I wasn't going to do massage therapy, occupational therapy. I wasn't going to do any of those kind of things. And even during the time I was in school for these things, years later, and even all the incidences leading up to that career path or, you know, things like that, there was a lot of things I had to learn about my transferring of my own energies, the taking of my own energies, like, you know, people take. And then for many, there are like healer energies. Just because you don't get depleted doesn't mean you're the fountain that everybody drinks from. You know what I mean? Because that does something to your soul's evolutionary experience, especially when you're not receiving in return that which you give. And what you give is way more than that which you receive. And that in itself, even though you can be all these healing kind of things, doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean that every fucking body you need to go save or place your hands on or cleanse their field. Because a lot of the time you're doing them an injustice for real because they got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So don't be used for your healing energy. I can replace false premises with law-based. I have to go. Hold on, this is going to be part of that. Me and my daughter are very silly together, right? So I can replace false premises with law-based premises, right? So a lot of our conditioning and programming causes us to really self-sabotage a lot of opportunity and expansion and growth that we can have by conditioning and programming our systems to have these behavioral patterns and conditioning that do not serve our greatest, highest, most octave of selves, right? So there has been a theme unfolding here of replacing flawed premises programming, right, with law-based premises, universal, right? And we would like to leave you with a final one. We all make too much of all of this. I love that. It is simpler than we all make it out to be. Be easy about it. Be kind to yourself. Do things that feel fun. Look for things that bring you relief and just easily move into that place. Your vortex. Your vortex. We're going to talk more about vortex energies, portal energies, dimensions, energy, frequency, vibration. Oh yeah, tap in, turn on, tune in with I. If you have not hit that subscribe, you best to hit that subscribe, especially if you're here eating the mana. If you're here eating the mana and you are not repaying in kind with a like, a subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, what kind of imbalance are you creating in your own system? Seriously. Okay, that's not on me, that's on you for your lack of own growth and development. So go ahead, watch away, hide if you want, but you're doing yourself a disservice and an injustice. So how you like that? Bite on that fucking apple, okay? Okay. We all make it too much of all of it. It is simpler than we all make it out to be. Be easy about it. Be kind to yourself. Do things that feel fun, right? Look for things. See, right. Yeah. I'm not gonna make this about me right now. Look for things that bring you relief and just easily move into that place, your vortex. I'm moving into my vortex of space that is all love and curls. Where all things that you want have already been lined up for you, right? Beautiful. So this one was calling out to me for a while. I haven't used this deck on here in a while. But I love it because there's depictions of it's the regular traditional tarot, but it has different depictions on each side. So we're just gonna pick, and then I'm gonna read it from the book as well, just because I like the insight from the book always. So I'm not taking like reversals in this or anything like that, just because I didn't do what I typically do for all of that. So either way, vice versa tarot for those wanting to know. Right? So what is happening? What kind of message? Ooh. All right. So we have the High Priestess. And both sides flipped. So I'm going to read both, okay? Because there's a mixed crowd. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, right? Your name might start with a B, J, first name, last name, middle name, right? Been born in 1960, 1961. You could be 16 years on this journey, 25, right? So the High Priestess sits on her temple throne, flanked by two pillars, one black and one white. The marble floor has a black and white illusory pattern that seems to move and change depending on your perspective. The priestess' simple white robe is blazoned with an equal-armed solar cross, right? So all of these represent a balance of light and dark, positive and negative, with the High Priestess at the center of understanding. She points to the sacred book of knowledge in her lap, inviting the seeker to approach and learn. But not everything will be revealed. Half of her throne is veiled, concealing one of the Sphinx carvings. The throne itself blocks the portal that leads to the inner temple. The initiate must prove worthiness before being admitted, right? True wisdom can only be found within. Established religions have their place, but when the High Priestess appears, trust your own guidance. This card indicates a time for silence, as with the Magician card. And I had seen the Magician prior to, and one of the times when I got up, the Magician did pop out. So it's interesting, right? So as with this Magician card, the intent here is not to focus your mind, but to open your spirit. Seek peace and stillness in which to hear the inner voice and the voice of your deity. When you are ready to know more, the veil will be lifted, okay? So now on the other side, on this side, see how the High Priestess is? I love that. It's her chair. Or she has keys. Look at that. That's like the Hierophant, right? The keys, or the Master Magician's keys. And the cups and the pillars. It looks like a little Ankh kind of drawing kind of thing. But the inner temple is forbidden to those who are not ready. And right, and there's many people that are not ready, but they're going into the temple thinking, and they're freaking. Anyways, let me get started. The inner temple is forbidden to those who are not ready and willing to comprehend its mystery. Two braziers burn with sacred fires beside a pool of dark water. A knot of Isis symbol is carved on the back of the High Priestess's throne. She is a sacred feminine that connects the earthly spirit and the eternal soul. She brings mystical knowledge forth into the light of day, born in the deep moonlit waters of women's wisdom. You have passed through challenging initiation paths and have been admitted to the inner temple. Take some time to reflect upon what you have recently learned. Sit with any fear until it dissolves away. The 2 keys of knowledge are now yours for the taking. The gold key of worldly matters and the silver key of mystical matters. You have proven yourself worthy of the mystery. And so some of you too, coming out of your cocoon and things like that too, you have knowledge to share. You have wisdom that others will learn from, will feel. I got chills all over my body right now. Right? So your voice is amplifying. Your voice will shut down any lower vibrational energies that want to come into the mix and fuck with you. If they do any kind of things that were there fucking with you, right? They see that too. Distraction. Right? They might be trying to keep you distracted from the inner wisdom of your true self. Don't be distracted by the noise that's external from your whole entire being. One thing you're learning about the persons or the people that want to make you an enemy, because you have none. You have no enemy. People that go up against you are enemies to themselves. You're not with that perception view. You may not budge with them. You may not know how to yet handle them, but it's a learning experience as you walk through the fires. Your wisdom is the true teacher here. They cannot I wrote something down. You cannot, they, nobody cannot transmit what you don't already got, which means that includes wisdom, right? So people can pretend to have wisdom by saying all the right things and lack true wisdom because they're not the breed of seed needed. They don't act on that wisdom. So therefore, they can't transmit that wisdom effectively because they're not the embodiment of it. You are the embodiment of that wisdom. And that's what makes you unfuckable. So let them say what they want to say. Let them act how they want to act. But at the end of the day, they cannot transmit that which they are not. Only what they are. So they transmit stupidity. Right? So 9 of Swords. This one came out this way on this side. Just want to show you it on this side too. Right? So 9 of Swords. What happened, sweetheart? What happened? I said, let's Shiva Divas. Yeah, my Shiva Divas. Right? Shiva Divas. Right. So after this, I gotta go. Looking outward with the young man, we can see that his cell's window overlooks a beautiful sunrise. The swords are between him and this vision of beauty, yet the sunlight itself can still warm him. A shadowy figure stands nearby, watching the young man. Perhaps he means to help, or perhaps he is the young man himself, contemplating his own shadow. A lot of shadow work activity here too, right? When you get this side in the reading, the dark night of the soul is coming to an end. It may be that someone else pulls you from the fearful place, or you may be able to get enough distance from the situation to separate fear from reality. Either way, you can expect to make a breakthrough. It will only get brighter from here on. So you can expect to receive a breakthrough, right? And then I look down because you're in your truth. You're coming out of like your own type of dark night of the soul. And that's great. That is so great, right? Because that means you're putting in the work. So when you come out, unfuckable. Although energies will attempt and try, but you got that wisdom divine. You don't need to fight where you're not fighting. It's their fight. Right? This is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Right? And then after this girl, we gotta go. Right? Why? What do you want from me? Oh, that's not the yeah. Sorry.
I saw me. I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing? You want me to touch you? Okay. I'm not just kidding. This is your inner self. Behind the throne, we see the essence of the Queen's inner strength. I love this. The great crystals clarify, illuminate, and affirm her spiritual connection as well as her intelligence and will. It is not, you're not going to have to prove yourself. You are what you say you are, period. And those that against them, trying to make you seem like something like you're not, don't talk to me about who I was 20 fucking years ago. Right? It's like, don't talk to me about who I was yesterday. Right? So the great crystals clarify, illuminate, and affirm her spiritual connection as well as her intelligence and will. It's not enough for her to conquer. She also wants to understand. Beautiful. The crystals are the symbol. The crystals are the symbol of her ethical center. Jules. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, right? So, okay, but I do have to go now. Right, so it is not enough for her to conquer. She also wants to understand. The crystals are the symbol of the ethical center. They are also the keepers of her memories. She will hold a grudge until amends are made, but she will remember a favor forever and pay that debt if the time comes. Right, so to focus on your energy, your inner self, right, with such clarity, you're out here in your truth and you're on your throne, you're in your power, and it's like, so I feel like if this is resonating with you, watch my Sigma personality. Well, Sigma, I don't know what I called all these titles and stuff like that, but just type Enchantress the Babbler and then Sigma, SIGMA. Those readings and those channelings might really resonate with the type of person or personality trait that you might find that you have, or just the way that you are. It's kind of like ambivert kind of stuff. But either way, thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. We'll explore more, we'll dive in more. I thought I was gonna have a little bit more time on here, but I clearly don't. And I have to go, and time is just going, right? So yeah, so either way, thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I hope that you like this. And we're just going to keep on continuing. Remember that every single day there is a new upload. So if you are looking for new content from me, every day there is new content that uploads and airs at 12:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is for you, but every single day I have a new video posting that posts here on Enchantress the Babbler's YouTube channel at 12:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, will it only be just one video a day? Absolutely not. But you can expect at least one full video of evolutionary, revolutionary eccentricities in so many different departments. You know what I mean? There's no one type of thing that happens here. But either way, every day there is a new upload. If you want to know what the new uploads are going to be, I'm not sure if you can see that from my end, the scheduling, but there's scheduled posts every single day. If you are able to see that, then you will see the titles. You can get an idea of what the next video is going to be about. If there are any videos that are about to air, some of them are shared exclusively before they're shared here on Instagram with my subscribers, because there's subscriber content along with the following content and stuff like that. For you can be a subscriber on my Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, for only 99 cents. You can cancel at any time. You don't exchange any of your personal information with me anyways, but you will be gifted exclusive content shared daily, and you will be granted immediate access to hundreds plus of growing content posts already shared over there for subscribers only. So I'm constantly sharing with my subscribers on Instagram daily, and it's hidden from the general public. And so there's loads of mana. And let me tell you something, the subscribers receive videos that are shared nowhere else. There's no, like, I know that some people share content with their subscribers in private, like Patreon or all this kind of stuff, and then eventually share it on their YouTube and all this kind of stuff. I'm not doing any of that shit. So there's literally content on for subscribers that will be shared nowhere fucking else, and period. And that's just it. It's a lot of DIY, alchemize your own kind of a line on your own mastery here on your journey. There's a lot of just personalizations with, you know, learning to be the master alchemist that you naturally are, innately are, and just reminding you of those kind of things, and just helping you further along on your journey. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I like the privacy with my subscribers. I get to give them a little bit more because they're investing a little bit more. You know what I mean? So they get me as their pocket living muse, which is my next up. So yeah, if that's up your alley of affordability, I mean, I believe it's worth it. Like the stuff that you are going to receive as an exclusive subscriber, you're not going to get nowhere else. And it is fucking mana for your whole mind, body, heart, and soul. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you can go over there. If you don't know where to go and blah, 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 go to my about page, me here, bio, see the master link. The master link that's there has every single link of everything that links you and I here on our evolutionary rise at this time. And that's just it, you know what I'm saying? So that's about it. Also, I will be sharing my Muse in the Box subscriptions from witchyutopian.com. Pictures, photos been taking, like I'm just, you know, busy behind the scenes. So you'll be seeing as a little bit of that, because it's more of a personalized private experience between me and those that are a part of the Muse in subscription box. And I'm really making it personal. So yeah, that's that. And I think I made every single kind of announcement that I'm going to make right now. Make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, and that's it. And thank you so much. Also, stay tuned. So I've been getting a lot over the years. I have, because I've been more and more open about celibacy and my own personal journey through celibacy, and what that means. Like, I don't like using labels and names and all that kind of stuff, but most people don't get it. And they're always like, oh, you don't want it.
and you smile, you happy, and you know,
all this kind of stuff, right? But I want to talk a lot about the importance, especially as spiritual, revolutionary, evolutionary beings. I'm not saying anything about not being with a partner or being sexist or feminist and all this kind of stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It's not about being dissatisfied, not finding lost on love, not wanting. It has nothing to do with that. But there is a lot of revolution that happens in your own personal evolution when you keep it to yourself for some time, more than 3 months, more than 6 months, even more than a year. Nobody needs to go and sip from your sacred juices whom hasn't earned that spot, or who's not a divine counterpart to you or your life partner. You don't need to give yourself away unless you want to. There's people like that. They don't care. And if that's you, then fine. But if you want love and you want that romance and you want that partner, that complementary partner, then you shouldn't be sleeping with everybody. Period. You know? Unless you want to. Then go do that. You know what I mean? Anywho, we're going to talk more about that too. True shit. Anywho, till next time. Love and divine alchemy, prosperity, joy, right? Every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. I love that. All right, till next time.